5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. Appellant has been convicted by the learned additional session judge Delhi under sections 392/397 of the Indian Penal Code and sentenced to undergo simple imprisonment for 2 years and pay fine of rupees 700 in default to further undergo simple imprisonment for 15 days for offence punishable under section 392 IPC, sentenced to undergo simple imprisonment for 4 years and pay fine of rupees 2000 in default to further undergo simple imprisonment for 30 days for the offence under section 394 IPC, sentenced to undergo simple imprisonment for 7 years and pay fine of rupees 1600 in default to further undergo simple imprisonment for 60 days for the offence under section 397 IPC. Full stop. Brief facts of the case are that the appellant on 18th March 2006 at about 8 pm in front of house number 313A Mayur Vihar Phase 1 Delhi switched on the ignition of Maruti van bearing number TL6CE5723 belonging to complainant Raj Kapoor in order to commit theft of the said vehicle. Full stop. Complainant Raj Kapoor, who was present in his house on hearing the sound of the engine, came out and after opening the door of the van confronted the appellant as to what he was doing there, at which appellant gave a blow on his right wrist with some sharp object. Full stop. On complainant raising alarm, neighbors came there and apprehended the appellant. Full stop. FIR number 78/2007 under sections 392/397 IPC was registered at the police station Mayur Vihar on the statement of complainant. Full stop. Stanza. On receipt of information regarding the incident, SI Ravi Kumar hereinafter referred to as IO along with Constable Ram Singh reached the spot and took the appellant in custody. Full stop. Master key of the vehicle was recovered from the possession of the appellant and sealed in a Pulanda. Full stop. Maruti van was also seized and site plan was prepared. Full stop. After completion of investigation, appellant was sent up to face trial for having committed offence under sections 392/397 IPC by filing a charge sheet in the court of learned metropolitan magistrate, who took cognizance of the offence and after completing the formalities under section 207 CRPC committed the case to Sessions Court for trial. Full stop. Charges under sections 392/397 IPC were framed against the appellant on 19th June 2006 by the learned additional sessions judge, to which appellant pleaded not guilty and claimed trial. Full stop. Prosecution examined 7 witnesses to prove its story. Full stop. Complainant Raj Kapoor was examined as PW3. Full stop. Eyewitness Ravindra Sharma was examined as PW1. Full stop. Sub-Inspector Ravi Kumar was examined as PW7. Full stop. These are the material witnesses. Full stop. Other witnesses are formal in nature, being police officials. Full stop. After prosecution closed its evidence, statement of appellant under section 313 CRPC was recorded, wherein entire incriminating material which had come on record was put to him. Full stop. Appellant denied the same as being incorrect. Full stop. He claimed himself to be innocent and denied his complicity in the said crime. Full stop. He stated that he was a mechanic by profession and had repaired the van, but he was not paid the repair charges. Full stop. On 18th March 2006, he had gone to complainant's house for collecting the money. Full stop. Complainant told that the gearbox was not working properly, therefore he would not pay anything. Full stop. This led to a scuffle between them, as a result of which complainant received injury full stop stanza. Later on, appellant was falsely implicated in this case full stop. However, no evidence was laid by the appellant in his defense full stop. PW1 Ravindra Sharma, who was the alleged eyewitness to the occurrence, did not support the prosecution case full stop. He admitted that he was neighbor of complainant but at the time full stop. He admitted that he was neighbor of complainant but at the same time he categorically stated that nothing had happened in his presence full stop. He was cross-examined at length by the learned APP for the state but nothing could be elicited from him which could go in favor of the prosecution and against the appellant full stop. PW3 Ravi Kumar is the star witness of the prosecution full stop. He has supported the prosecution story full stop. His testimony was found trustworthy and reliable by the learned additional sessions judge. Consequently, appellant was convicted under sections 392/397 IPC full stop. I have heard learned counsel for appellant, learned counsel for the state and perused the trial court record carefully and I find testimony of PW3 trustworthy and reliable full stop. His statement in cross-examination had remained unshaken on material points full stop. From the statement of PW3, it is clear that on 18th March 2006 at about 8 p.m. when he came out of his house on hearing the sound of engine of his Maruti van, he found appellant sitting in the driver's seat full stop. When complainant confronted the appellant as to what was he doing there, appellant attacked him causing injury in wrist of his right hand full stop. Appellant was apprehended at the spot by the public persons full stop. In my view, only because PW1 Ravindra Sharma had not supported the prosecution case would not be sufficient to discard the testimony of victim, that is PW3 full stop stanza. Accordingly, I am of the opinion that learned additional sessions judge rightly convicted the appellant for the offences under section 392/394 IPC full stop. Next question which arises for consideration is as to whether the offending act of the appellant attracts the ingredients of offence under section 397 full stop. It has to be seen whether appellant had caused injury by a deadly weapon full stop. PW3 Raj Kapoor deposed that appellant had attacked him by some object causing injury on his right hand full stop. He further deposed that police seized 2-3 items from the possession of appellant including some pointed sharp knife type object wide a seizure memo PW3/B full stop. However, as per PW7, no such sharp object was recovered from the appellant full stop. According to him, one L-shaped master key was recovered and taken in possession wide seizure memo PW3/B full stop. No sketch of L-shaped master key was prepared, nor had any of the witness deposed that the injury on the person of PW3 was possible by the recovered master key of the car full stop. In any case, there is nothing to show that the appellant was armed with knife which he caused injury on the person of PW3 full stop stanza. In view of this, appellant is entitled to benefit of doubt for the offence under section 394 IPC full stop. It was held that in order to bring home a charge under section 397, the prosecution must produce convincing evidence that the knife used by the accused was deadly weapon full stop. What would make knife deadly is its design or the method of its use, such as is calculated to or is likely to produce death full stop. It is therefore a question of fact which is required to be proved by the prosecution that the knife used by the appellant was a deadly weapon, and in absence of such evidence and particularly non-recovery of the weapon would certainly bring the case out of the ambit of section 397 full stop. Similarly, view has been expressed in Ramesh Kumar versus State full stop. As already stated earlier, no sharp object was recovered from the appellant, nor is there any evidence to indicate that the injury was possible by the master key. Therefore, it cannot be said that injury was caused by use of deadly weapon. Therefore, attracting the provision of Section 397 IPC full stop.